Hello, friends. Happy Super Bowl Sunday from me, James Stevenson, and Loki the Chihuahua, who is waiting patiently for his breakfast. Maybe. We'll see. It's another episode of Breakfast with Loki. And then I'm going to talk about why Tesla doesn't advertise. But first, let's grab breakfast for Loki. Yes. Oh, there it is. There you go, buddy. Breakfast. Okay. So, Tesla does no paid advertising. Why is that? Is it a mistake? Did they forget? No, it's not a mistake and they didn't forget. I wasn't saying no to you, buddy. You go ahead and eat your breakfast, okay? Here, have a kibble to get you started. There you go. And I'll try to move his camera to keep him in the frame if I remember to. But you can keep an eye on him even as I share my desktop. He's right down here in the Loki cam. First of all, let's play this ad, and this is one of the Super Bowl ads. Whoops. That's too big.
You might know me. I used to be that mean kid. And now I'm in Popeye's big game ad. It's got all those things those ads have, like a nice ride. Electric, of course. It's got puppies. And it's even got my own celebrity meal offer, the eyes on the fries or pies offer. I get your eyes on them fries or pies. I get to keep wanting these puppies, right?
All right, so if you're a Tesla fan, you know that's a Tesla
Might
Model
know
Y.
me.
He cruised up in and said it's got all those things that ads have, like a nice ride, electric, of course. So even when Tesla doesn't advertise, Tesla Model Y still makes it into a Super Bowl ad. Why? Because it fits the brand image for this commercial, right? They chose this product because it's desirable, which is a good segue into what I said when I retweeted Sawyer Merritt. So Sawyer Merritt sent this Popeyes Super Bowl ad, and then I retweeted it, adding no commentary of my own, just a quote that I like from Elon Musk. The thing that we really focus on at Tesla is we put all of our money and attention into making the product as compelling as possible, because I think really the way to sell any product is through word of mouth. Actually, the key is to have a product that people love. And because Twitter allowed us to have more than this many characters now, there's a show more link here. You can click and see the rest of Elon's quote. I don't have to break it up into 2 tweets anymore. Generally, people, if they're at a party or whatever, you talk about things that you love. If you like something, it's just okay. You don't really care that much. If people love it, you're going to talk. That generates word of mouth. That's how our sales have grown. We don't spend any money on advertising or endorsements. So that's what Popeyes is doing here. This is they called him an endorser in their fine print if you read it real fast. They paid for advertising and endorsement. Yeah, Popeye's spokesperson. It said right there. I use the meme of this guy in line at Popeyes with the fun eye movement. It's very, very good. A good gift to use in some situations. So right below that, I said, and here is the same quote in the meme format I've been tweeting since 2018, with more blasts from the past if you scroll up the thread. So what was I doing here? I was having a conversation with @JordanWells33, who still blocks me on Twitter, if Jordan even still has a Twitter account. I don't know. And I guess @FundingSecured6 was in this thread as well. All you can really see in this thread now is what I was saying and providing as my backup evidence. But let's click through and check out this. Is it going to fit the screen? nearly. Let me move this down. There you go. So yeah, same quote I just read to you from a video Marques Brownlee did on a tour at Fremont with Elon on August 15th, 2018. So yeah, there's the meme. I was trying to help Tesla Q at the time. So why does Jordan Wells block me? And probably Funding Secured 6 as well, because they're Tesla Q. And they didn't like what I was trying to tell them. You know, I said, hey, there's a $20 billion backlog of orders for the Tesla Model 3. Model Y hadn't been announced yet in August of 2018, right? They for sure hadn't started selling any. They were still ramping up Model 3 production at Fremont in 2018. Yeah, Tesla offers no leases, few test drives to date, 2018. No immediate deliveries, does no advertising or endorsements. They sell by word of mouth. Owners love them and rave to anyone who will listen. Raving fans are great. If you can get them to tell other people about your product. And Tesla has done that successfully, intentionally. It was Elon's strategy. Yeah, a meme so old I didn't even have my logo yet to put on the meme. I just had it in plain text underneath Marques Brownlee's. But let's scroll up to the top of this thing and see if we can figure out what's going on here. So this tweet was deleted. So one of these people may have just deleted their entire account. Maybe Jordan Wells did. I don't know. I haven't looked. Yeah, so people were trying to say Tesla buys batteries from Panasonic back in 2018, and that's why Tesla was doomed, because they weren't making their own batteries. Well, they were buying batteries from Panasonic, but that was a smart move. It helped Tesla accelerate their production ramp to not need to make the batteries themselves, to buy them from Panasonic, who made really good batteries already, right? Weird that you can attack Tesla over that, but not legacy automakers who buy nearly everything from third parties that they put into their cars. So we don't know what this tweet said anymore, but we know what my response was. No one long Tesla has lost any money unless they've sold for less than what they paid. People short Tesla Q have lost billions covering their shorts at higher prices than they sold. Potential loss when shorting a rising stock is theoretically unlimited. And in 2020 and 2021, a lot of short sellers found out that it's not just in theory. They were able to lose a large multiple of the amount that they shorted on Tesla when they got margin called as the price went up, 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 and up some more. So here I just sent an image of the Wall Street Journal article that Galileo Russell, Tasha Keeney, and I were quoted in after the Funding Secured tweet went out in 2018. We don't know what that tweet said, but we know I replied. What I said was, as long as it's an option for me to invest alongside Elon, I'm going to. And I'm not alone. Of all the companies in the world to short, why would you short the demonstrably most beloved with the most rapid share gains? So here's an NPS ranking showing Tesla Motors at the top with a 97 NPS, which is crazy high, and a bunch of companies you've never heard of right below it, with the other extremely high Net Promoter scores. So what's a Net Promoter score? It's the people who say they would recommend your product minus the percentage of people who say they would not recommend your product. So to get a 97 means almost nobody said they wouldn't recommend your product. And nearly everyone said they would. We don't know what that tweet said, but we do know I replied, maybe it's just a little bit harder than you're thinking. So what do we have here? Another one of my memes with Tesla short logic on it. So here's our first panel of the comic for 2008. with Tesla saying, we're going for a ride in a hot air balloon, want to go? And Tesla Q saying, that's never going to work. See how flat the balloon is? And Tesla says, but we're filling it with hot air. It's a hot air balloon. It will fly. And Tesla Q says, I don't care how much hot air you blow into that balloon. Look at that heavy basket. I bet you anything it never flies. And Tesla Q was betting anything that it would never fly. It took a little longer than Q3 of 2018, but the Tesla balloon did take off. Hard to predict the timing of these things in advance, but the outcome was never in doubt. Okay, the outcome was in doubt a little at times, but the outcome is Tesla's market cap is far higher today than it was back then. Tesla Q thought that Tesla would never generate enough revenue to become profitable, and Tesla proved in 2020 and thereafter that they could generate increasing earnings year after year. Not sure what that tweet was, but must have had something to do with funny graphics. Share all the funny graphics you want. Might have been the gist of it. And I said, I have more funny graphics. What was I doing back then? But before I got a little more sophisticated with my graphics, here's one. Top 10 cars sold in the U.S., July 2018. I had to do this myself. Vehicle sold data per good car, bad car. And then I had to plug in my own revenue per vehicle here to get to a car sales revenue estimate, just to show, hey, by revenue, Tesla Model 3 is already the #1 selling car in America. And last year, it was the #2 selling car in the state of California behind the Tesla Model Y. Tesla took both spots, the #1 and #2 selling vehicles in California for last year. Yeah, and that's how we got to where we are. So that is my video for today on why you won't see a Tesla ad during the Super Bowl, but you will see lots of competitors advertising their inferior EVs that car buyers will comparison shop against what they know to be the leader in electric vehicles. The established name in the game is Tesla. Everybody knows. And many of them will place orders for the Tesla they find out through their research offers a superior value for price paid in terms of performance, in terms of efficiency, in terms of safety, in terms of driver assistance features, and in many other dimensions. The ability to take long road trips using Tesla's proprietary supercharging network, right? All those things are the reason why Tesla doesn't need to advertise. All you need to do is focus on making the product as compelling as possible. That's the secret, competitors. Elon told you 5 years ago. That's the secret. Make the product as compelling as possible. Now get to work on that with your EVs, and the world will transition to them a lot quicker. That's my video. Let's check back in on Loki. He is refusing to touch his food. Buddy, you gotta eat. You gotta eat, buddy. All right, he'll eat later. And with that, I will say if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to get alerted when I post fresh content. Thank you to anyone who supports me, especially my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Halter Ferguson Financial. And we'll check in with Loki one more time, who just ate his kibble as soon as he was off camera. That little one. And I will see you in the next one.